Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it. Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5. Hey y'all.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On hot7025fm.com.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
Yeah. Jones. Hey. Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. Here
to help. All right. Yeah. How you like that? Yeah, tune in. It's Greg Deville, your nephew. We're back on the radio, Hot 702.5 FM. We're having fun helping families. This is what we do, the Greg Deville Let's Talk Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Greg Deville, back on the radio once again. I got a good friend and brother. Listen, this brother right here, a lot of you know him already. He needs no introduction. I should just turn over the mic and you be like, I know who that is. But I'm going to introduce him the right way, and everybody knows Mr. Robert Twix Taylor. Welcome to the show, sir. Everything's good. Everything is good. How you feel, man?
I'm feeling vainglorious.
Man, listen. We're excited to have you with us this afternoon. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Thank you for accepting the challenge with our men's conference, brother. I am so excited. We're 30 days officially today.
Yes.
Today, we're officially 30 days out. And, man, we have been getting overwhelming response. But we don't want to quit because we know we still got work yet to do. But the responses have been pretty well thus far. And so I want to thank you again for this afternoon, brother, to stop and share with us. You know, I have a couple questions I wanted to ask. I won't hold much of your time. I like all those awards I see behind you. Is that what I'm looking at back there?
I do have a board room, but this is my kitchen.
You're in the kitchen. Okay. They look like, okay.
Yeah, like frame.
Yeah, in the frame. Okay, that's pretty unique.
A little decor.
There you go. Like Mr. Twix himself, right? You have that brother swag is about decor. Yeah, I saw you going down the other day in your convertible, and the paint is really decor. There you go.
There you
go. We're having a little. Am I getting him breaking up a little bit? She's gonna fix it. We're just having a little. Okay, she's going to message you right now. But while she does that, I'm gonna. For those of you that are listening or tuning in, as you know, I'm Greg Deville, the host of the Greg Deville Let's Talk Real Estate Show, and today we're going to be interviewing our guest. Today from North Las Vegas, Mr. Taylor, as well as we'll be talking to Yolanda Smith later on in the show. And she's out of Indianapolis. And she's going to also be one of the speakers on the Wealth Mindset Conference, Las Vegas 2023, which is, again, as I've stated, 30 days out. We are 30 days out, and it's going down. Now, So many understand when I spoke to Robert and explained what the vision was. The vision was to really have a men's conference. And my wife says, well, honey, I want to have a ladies' conference. And I says, well, let's collaborate and let's do this and let's find a venue that can host this, that has nice, elegant, conference rooms that we can make this really work. And we threw up the palms, and we threw up the meat, and then we threw up Red Rock, and Red Rock won. Everybody, Red Rock won. They showed up. They said, Mr. Deville, if you bring your conference to us, we'll do this, that, and I said, the other two. She said, and the other. So it is phenomenal, man. It is phenomenal. So this men's conference, Mr. Taylor. Has offered to work with us, speaking to the men. And as many of you know, Robert is an entrepreneur on many scales. I think this brother dreams of business and he go out and creates it. And I want to commend you, Robert, for the tenacity, brother, that you exemplify in our community. I mean, he saw that the fact that there was a position for a mayor. He said, I'll do that too, right? He threw his hand in for that one as well. How are we looking on audio? Audio doing better for us? Still getting a little. Okay. So, Robert, tell us today about your background, how you got started as an entrepreneur.
So, I'm Robert Taylor, born in North Las Vegas. Thank you, Greg Deville, my guy,
Yes.
my mentor. But
Thank you,
I
sir.
started officially being an entrepreneur at the age of 23 when I bought Fata Mall Barbershop. But before that, I started cutting hair at my house in 6th grade, and I started DJing in 4th grade. So as a kid, I've been an entrepreneur per se.
Okay. So you started out young and found out. So because you have so many talents, which one did you love doing the most? If I was to say, what is it you love most out of all the ventures you have going on? What would you say is your most favorite venture?
My most favorite venture, it's going to sound maybe cliche, is creating smiles.
There you go.
I
Okay.
love making people happy. So I love being a barber because I get the instant gratification from cutting somebody's hair.
Yeah.
I'm the owner of barbershops because I
Right.
have a place for people who are licensed barbers, beauticians, and nail techs to have a great establishment to make money.
There
I
you
love
go.
events because people love having fun. I love seeing them have fun. So actually, everything I do is a part of me creating smiles. I typically create 1 million smiles, create $1 million.
There you go. And your personality fits. Let me just add what you do, right? The personality, because you'd be surprised people that try to do this, but they don't have personality. It never goes over well, right? They need to be in the background, not in the forefront, right?
Right.
As we know that, your latest venture, I don't know if that's your latest, but I want to say one of the great ventures that you did with the North Las Vegas mayor, man, that was a bold, let me say, I still see a few signs around town, just FYI. He priming for next term, right? Right. Goins, show me how to do it, Goins. And then in fact, Goins is going to be one of our guests here real soon. Yes, she's on our radar. That's the term I want to use. She's on the radar. But again, so what inspired you to start your own business? I know, as a young man, you've been dabbling and fading them in the garage, and how did you come up with that idea for your company? How do you?
So I always had the for how it would be, but I did get it when I worked at my shop because at the time of my age, I was making money. But what happened was once that shop ended up having to close down and get another shop, instead of me buying another car, I took the money I was going to buy for a car and I bought the shop. And I'm so glad I did because that changed everything.
You're glad you did. You're excited about, and now you can go get any car you want.
There we go.
In fact, you drive a rather unique car. Tell us what that white car that you just recently wrapped.
I appreciate that. So it's I call it Romeo, but some call it Romero.
For Romero, okay.
It's Giulia. It's an Italian car.
Yeah.
Ferrari actually made the Giulia. That's the
Okay.
only Ferrari actually designed because they wanted to come back to America. They haven't been in America, if I'm not mistaken, in about 45 years.
Okay.
So I bought that car. And I actually bought that car to raise my credit. I haven't had a car note in over 25 years. And I asked my sister, I said, what I raise my credit faster?
Yeah, yeah,
I was at a block, and she said,
yeah.
for revolving credit. I said, well, I got a house. You need more revolving credit, like a car. The next
Okay. Went and bought a car. Do me
my
a
credit
favor.
goes up.
There you go. There you go. My engineer has sent you a message on your screen. We're still getting a little in and out on that. So, but in the meantime, while you check that out, check that screen. She sent you a message on there. So, Las Vegas, as many of you that are just tuning in, we're interviewing for the Wealth Mindset Conference, Mr. Robert Twiggs Taylor, and we're speaking to him. Just a little difficulty. You're kind of going in and out for me, Robert. I don't know if the internet at the house. I don't know what's causing us to. You're breaking up when it speaks, basically. Because I want everyone to hear this powerful brother right here. This brother is certainly a pillar in our community. This brother has transcended to heights he probably didn't even imagine. Just doing what he loves, I'm sure, right? Just doing what you love to do. Many times people they come up with an idea and they put it to the side, but this brother has certainly continued in endeavors who you can only dream of. His latest venture, I've been noticing him wrapping vehicles and windows, and man, it's been phenomenal to see a young man. I think he's in his 40s, I believe, and I'll tell you, this brother is an inspiring young man. The Wealth Mindset Conference, we're going to be speaking to the men about having empowerment in the community, in your mindset, number one, to take you to places that you can only imagine, to take you to places that you can think of and do. If you can have a mindset for creating wealth, you can create wealth. I like to use the term, a wealth mindset is a wealth life set. You know, you want to set your life for wealth, have a wealth mindset. Now, there are going to be ventures you may try and you may fall, but we get up. You know, maybe it didn't work out the way you expected in the beginning, but you learn. And sometimes we use the term trial and error. Using trial and error helps us to learn how to do it better next time, right? So in the mistakes that we have made in our past, we learn from those. So in this men's conference, I want to talk to brothers. I'm going to have Ernest Del Casal, who is going to speak to us. I'm going to have him on our show real soon. We're going to talk about, you know, some of the things men deal with, such as equal rights for divorced fathers. You know, that's a real situation right now. Also, while we're working with Robert on his technical difficulty we're just having right there, I also want to mention that we're going to have Joshua Igiliki. Josh is going to be speaking on the wealth mindset of estate planning. So don't forget, listen, his interview is coming up real soon here. So while we're working to get Robert, how we doing? No, we're still good, very good. So we're working on that little technical difficulty, but we're also going to be, Yolanda Smith is going to be calling in also this afternoon, and we will be discussing a few things with her. But again, the Wealth Mindset Conference is a men's conference as well as a ladies' conference. So at 11 a.m., we'll open the doors, we'll meet, we'll begin the conference, and we're going to be presenting some awards. There'll be some awards presented at this conference. So we're looking forward to a great time, great information, and then we'll separate our ways into going into the men's room and the ladies' lounge. We'll remain in that main conference area. This conference is very important in that I wanted to speak to men about men things. This vision has been sold for me for the past year and a half about having a men's conference. Brothers, if you're out there and you're listening and you haven't purchased your tickets, they're merely $149 general admission. It's going to be a phenomenal event. It's going to take you It's going to take you places mindset-wise. You'll be glad you came. Pen and paper will be available to take notes. So I understand Robert is back with us. So go ahead. Let's see. Robert, are you there, sir?
Hey, can we hear me?
There you go. Now the mic is hot.
The real mic.
The real mic. There you go.
Being an entrepreneur, you got to figure it out. You got to make it
There
happen.
There it is. You've done this.
You know what I mean? We're going to make it happen.
Yeah, you've done this before, so good to have you. You know, can you walk us through the process of getting your company off the ground? Can you how did that start? How did that look, getting your company off the ground?
So, first, of course, you have your family base and your friend base around you, right?
Yeah.
And you hope they support. But let me say this, and I can't give you all the nuggets because I need to go to the conference to get everything. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
The seasoning sauce, not the seasoning. There you go. So anyway,
good stuff.
You have to make sure, you have to try to make sure that your family and close friends will try to support you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now everybody won't support you,
yeah.
and don't get disappointed because people work hard for their money. Right. Yeah. So anytime you have a business, you're selling something. Right.
Yeah.
So usually it takes you to keep doing good. It takes you to keep getting good product for people to support you. So with me, luckily, I had a good base of friends and family who supported me. And they were able to help me promote my businesses, on all my businesses. Right.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is piggybacking on yourself. Like when I was a kid cutting hair in 6th grade and I was doing parties, while I'm cutting your hair, I'm telling you about my party. When you come to my party, I'm telling you about how I cut hair.
There you go. There you go. What are some of the biggest challenges you face? Just a little brief snippet, because I know you're gonna be powerful with this stuff. But
my guy, so a few challenges is just knowing how much your business actually can make. It's really good to talk to people who have done what you're trying to do to get some information first. That's one of the hardest challenges, to know, can you pay for your payroll? Can you pay for everything you need to pay for? So do your due diligence when it comes to getting information. Me and Greg Deville's day, we didn't have internet. We didn't have Google.
Yeah.
Google things now and get numbers.
Right. Yeah, we were ground zero. You talk ground zero. We made the ground zero. Much like you, I was in the outdoors. I was cutting grass, washing cars. I did all the stuff with my hands, physically getting out, paint houses, and that's how I became this guru handyman. So starting off young, definitely. We're excited about the conference. What are you most expecting to get from the conference? What is your expectation?
My expectation is to give.
Yeah.
Once again, we talked about people working hard for their money.
Yep.
We know, honestly, to invest $150 on a general ticket is nothing when you spend so much money on stuff that doesn't go towards your goals. Okay.
Yeah.
So my personal goal is to give you all the information so it's totally worth your while. And all the other speakers, oh my God, you are getting a plethora of entrepreneurs at their highest form doing what they do. And not no faker or maker, Wizard of Oz, smoke screen people who really do what they say they're going to do. And Greg, I commend you and the missus for putting together this team of keynote speakers. It is amazing.
And again, this men's conference, the ladies are somewhat of a little competition, right? They said, well, we believe we're going to get more women. And I said, that might be true, but we're going to do our best to outdo that number. So I'm just letting you know the challenge is out there and that we have been challenged to get, yes, we have been challenged to get more men to come out. And I think we can do this if the brothers each one reach one, teach one about it. Even if I have to sponsor you, I'm promoting through my company. I bought a table myself to invite people who otherwise can't afford, or maybe they're in between blessings. They're in between blessings. They just can't afford it. The tax refund just hadn't come yet. So, and again, I'm 30 days out. I expect they will get their refund, but many will not. Right?
And you know what, Greg? Let me say this. To me, as that. Talking about challenges. Let me challenge all the women out there who have a husband, boyfriend, or whatever, and you want him to do a little more, and he just needs the information. Well, if he doesn't have the money, here's your challenge where you can pay for his fee to go to this, to get this tangible information. Let's put that out there.
There you go. That's good stuff. So we challenging the women to tell your man about it and pay him, advance it, right? Pay it forward is the term we use today. Pay it forward. We didn't know about that in my day about paying it forward, but now you ever go up to Starbucks and you get there and you're ready to pay and say, oh, that guy got you. The guy that just rolled off got you. Yep. And so we want to do that, pay it forward in this conference. I have a few, shout out to Some New Marketing, and the 100 Black Men are coming on board. And so we have title companies that are getting whole tables. We have several companies that are coming in, getting a whole table. Say, look, we may not be able to be there, but we certainly want to be able to advance people. Yes. Brothers. Now, I'm shooting for the brothers, but again, sisters, we're challenging you to get out there. We know ladies will come to conferences. Ladies are always doing well to support one another. It's my brothers that I'm pushing hard, getting this information out. And so, ladies, we're challenging you to tell your man about it and pay it forward for him, as Robert has stated, pay it forward for him to be able to come and enjoy this conference. Now, before we go, because I know time is limited, I don't want to keep much of your time, but what advice would you give an aspiring entrepreneur just starting out on this journey?
The biggest advice is that you could do it. And people are going to knock you because they haven't done it before. So don't use that as the wrong energy. Use that as the right energy. Use that as a fuel to help you get to where your goal is, okay? And change dreams to goals. When you dream, nothing happens but sleep and death. A goal is a dream, but a goal has a plan. So make a plan for what you want to do, and then you could do it.
See, that's why Robert's at the conference. See that? That's just nuggets, man. Nuggets, just nuggets on top of nuggets. And now he's got more. The fella has more.
This is just the seasoning. We got
yeah. Got the sauce on the way. It's on the way. You got to get to the sauce. It's like when you put the meat on the grill, you just got a little seasoning on it, and you letting it cook. But when it come off, you put the sauce on it. Whew,
right.
Fill the rooms with wonderful.
Quick, let me please add this to my.
Go ahead, please. Please.
I talk to people, no exaggeration. At least I have about 4 meetings a week where people I don't know personally who hit me up on social media to want to sit down with me and ask me questions, and I talk to every single one of them. But now, if you want to ask me anything about being an entrepreneur, I'm going to tell you, if you don't go to this conference, we can't talk. Now, if you need money, we'll figure that out and try to get somebody to sponsor you. But I'm not talking to anybody until this conference, because you're not just getting me, you're getting all the professionals in every realm, and it's much better than talking to me.
There you go, man. And he said it. I didn't say it. He said it. So if you want, I'm gonna replay this, because we're on Facebook Live too, and we're gonna shoot it on some other social medias, it's YouTube and everywhere else. It'll be shared. What you stated. Don't call me if you don't come to this event. We're giving it all in one platform. In one whole day, 1 to 5. We're going to be in a room with just men. Bring your Q&A, leave your pride at the door, come in here and get filled up with knowledge and information, and get you back on fire. Because there's a lot of brothers who really want to do a business, Robert, and they just lost that motivation, that energy, that spunk, that tenacity, man.
Oh, yeah, we come in here to spark it.
That's it.
Keys. Keys, all right?
There you go. And you got a lot of keys.
All right? Keys.
That's right. That's what we do. That's what we do, baby. For real. So listen, Rob, I thank you, man. Brother, blessings to you, man. We appreciate you. Much love. We'll be talking with you again real soon. We're 30 days out. And again, we're going to share this information. Thank you for taking your afternoon, man. I know you're busy. You got all those keys. Tells me you got a lot of things to do. A lot of things to do. So we won't hold you any longer. Blessings. Say hello to Mom, and we'll talk to you real soon.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Take care. All right, Las Vegas, you heard it right here at the Greg Deville Let's Talk Real Estate Show right here at Hot 702.5 FM. We are doing what we do, and that's right. We're hosting the Wealth Mindset Conference Las Vegas. We're 30 days out. Now, listen, I want you to get your tickets, sponsor someone to come, pay it forward. And if you have a business, we have vendor space available. If you have a business, vendor space is available. We will have another guest. She should be chiming in here just a bit. We're going to be speaking with Yolanda Smith, who is also one of the guest speakers here at the Wealth Mindset Conference. And we want to give her an opportunity to share from the Ladies Lounge what they'll be speaking about today on that Sunday. Now, remember, this is going to be on a Sunday afternoon. And we made it so we know Sundays are relaxed days. So relax, come out and get fed. And as Robert already stated, the sauce is going to be poured out. It's just going to season the flavor. And so you got to be on board. So listen, we have Yolanda Smith chiming in just a moment here. In the meantime, don't forget, now the Ladies Lounge is going to begin at 1 p.m., right? They're going to branch into the Ladies Lounge. The men are going to branch off into the Man Cave. Now, again, the Man Cave is an all-men's conference. We have several dynamic speakers that's going to pour. Listen, we're going to have Mr. Josh Igiliki come next week. I have to check the schedule, but I know he's on the schedule. Josh Igiliki is an attorney at law. He's going to come and give you information on wills and trust. What is the difference between a will and a living trust? We like to term it estate planning. Estate planning to know how to leave your estate. What is expected of you when you pass? A will will still get your assets into court, but a living trust will give them just the way you planned it out. Now, the will the judge has to read, but the living trust the attorney reads, and it's stated exactly. The judge can alter because of certain circumstances, but that's not the case with a living trust. Come learn the difference. Come learn about equal rights for divorced fathers. Come learn your rights as a father. Come learn about multi-stream income, like Robert has been speaking with us about, how you could start off small. And guess what? This brother's going to have 5 or 6 businesses. And not only that, but 5 or 6 barbershops because he just loves what he does. He says he loves seeing inspiring people with smiles, right? Listen, whatever your take, some people like washing cars and now I love detailing cars. I don't have time to do it anymore, but when I can, I will do it. So I just got the thumbs up. Our guest, Miss Yolanda Smith, is with us this afternoon. Hello, Yolanda. How are you?
Hello. I'm wonderful. And yourself?
I'm feeling great. It's finally a pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's been. I've been seeing your photos everywhere, and the missus has been talking about Yolanda. I said, "Who is Yolanda Smith?" I got to know. Well, you'll find out. She'll be on your show this week. I said, "Wonderful! I'm excited. So I understand you're in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, Indiana. Yes.
All right.
Town.
And how is the weather looking out there? By the way.
It's very gloomy. I can tell you. We have rain right now. It's probably, it's warm today. It's 50 degrees. That's warm for us right now in March.
Especially in this time of the season, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, I won't rub in. I won't rub in Las Vegas. Now, Las Vegas is blue skies, a little wind. But you'll be here in 30 days.
I'll be there soon.
Right. You'll be here in 30 days, and you'll get to partake some of this wonderful weather we have here in Las Vegas. So I want to thank you personally. Yes, I want to thank you personally for accepting the invitation to be a part of the Wealth Mindset Conference Las Vegas.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited about that, definitely.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you became an expert in branding?
Absolutely. Yes. So, it was one of those situations you ever stumble on something. I think, you may have untapped gifts and passions, and it's only when it's revealed that you really know this is what you need to do. But I was actually a chair on the board of directors of a nonprofit called Girl Talk. And I wanted to do more than just fundraise and administrative stuff. I wanted to really have an opportunity to engage with the girls, roll up my sleeves. And so I wanted to do a workshop. So I just started researching how can I find some tools and resources to provide them that would enable them to be able to navigate these tough teen years, because it's challenging these days for these kids. They didn't grow up like we grew up, so it's a little bit different. But I then came across personal branding and I kept digging and researching and I really liked it. Now, the aha is that the parents started attending the workshops and they said to me, we need this. You give it to us, we can give it to our daughters. Okay. And that's when that aha moment came. And I thought, I need to level this up, and I might be onto something. And then sure enough, about a year later, I presented it to a corporation and did it at one of their employee resource groups. I had 2 sessions of over 300 people each, and they just went nuts. And I knew right there that this is what I needed to be doing. Yeah.
So in other words, you found your calling.
Trying to do something for someone else, right? Yeah, so we're all here to serve, right? That's the whole deal. You just don't know in what way you're going to do it. And so for me, that was good. And that was 2013. So I didn't actually monetize it until 2018 when I created Branding for Success, which is the business. And then since then, between those years, I really did some research. I got certified as a brand analyst. I've written a best-selling book called Reputation to Reward. So I've done the work to be able to be in a position where I feel like I'm an authority on this topic. Yeah.
Wonderful. And I love it when we find our space, that place that God has given us to empower so many others. I was just speaking to a guest. He has 5 barbershops here in town. He has several other streams of business, right? And he found out his niche was making people happy. So in everything he does, it makes smile. He said, even when I fade your cut, it's called fade them all, right? He said, even when I fade, you smile. he found that was a passion. So much like
Yep.
you found something, branding for success. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
You'll
Thank
be
you.
speaking at our upcoming Wealth Mindset Conference here in Vegas. And can you give us a sneak peek of what attendees can expect to hear as you open as a keynote speaker?
Yeah, we can give a little bit of the juicy
Yeah,
stuff
just
away.
a little, just a tad.
I think really how I probably will start out is helping people understand that their greatest power shows up when they show up, and talk about how, you have to be ready on the inside for all the blessings to appear, to show up. They're going to show up if you show up.
Right.
And it's really about getting your mind right, getting rid of the limiting beliefs, understanding that we work on the now principle, no opportunity wasted, and that really the difference between us and the success we choose to have is the story that we tell ourselves. So how do you clear the clutter, those limiting beliefs from your past experiences, from what your parents told you, and really get your mind prepared for takeoff? Because if you don't have that ready, it doesn't matter what your skill level is.
Yeah.
Because you're not ready. You're not ready. And so it'll be a piece of that, and we'll transition into branding and talk about the power of a strong personal brand, and how you can take that brand and leverage it so that you can achieve the rewards that you want. So
Powerful. I'm trying. I'm thinking right now. I'm saying, your stage presence and what you're presenting to many on this, which is typically is technically 30 days as of today.
yes,
Will
yes,
be in the rooms on that Sunday afternoon.
that's right.
I'm excited about that. What would you say are some of your biggest challenges that you faced during the early stages of your career, and how did you overcome those?
I spent quite a bit of time in corporate America. As a matter of fact, I just left corporate America in January.
Oh,
So
wow.
I've been an entrepreneur for 5 years, but part of that was in a transition of still working in the corporate space, which is what a lot of us do, right?
Right,
Because
right.
sometimes we're afraid to let go of that direct deposit. You just, you have to take that leap and
Yeah.
then catch your wings on the way down.
Ooh.
And once you get comfortable with that, and you do it, it's no better. I mean, I'm so free right now. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
just been amazing. But when you kind of think about some of the challenges, it goes back to really why you need to build a brand and why a brand is a requirement and not an option. It's because sometimes we, particularly as African Americans, can feel overlooked and invisible, undervalued, underappreciated.
Yeah.
And we're still working harder than anyone else.
Yes.
And so when you think about what that means to us, we have to really make sure that we have a brand of significance. It has to be visible. People have to understand what your superpowers and your expertise are. And so the challenges were watching other people get promoted. Well, I know I was bad to the bone and had all the skills and could do the things that I needed to do, but how come you can't see it?
Yeah.
So sometimes you just got to get visible and get in their face and say, hey, I'm interested in this promotion. I want to do this. I want my career to move. And so that's what I found was some of the challenges. And the other biggest challenge I had was I worked in the pharmaceutical industry.
Okay.
I did not have a mentor, coach, or sponsor until I was mid-career. And not one person ever told me I needed one. So imagine you don't know what you don't know,
Right.
but someone else does. Then that means you're at a disadvantage.
Right.
So my passion is to shout it from the mountaintops to people to say, hey, you need to know what resources you need to be successful in life. You need to understand what to ask for.
Right.
And so that's why I'm passionate about helping entrepreneurs and corporate professionals to really unleash the power of their brand. Because once you do that, there's no stopping you. And people know.
Yeah. You mentioned about free, and I'm looking at your background like those fish floating in the water. They're just free, right? They're just able to just soar.
Yes.
Right? They can
Yes.
go to the top of the tank, the bottom. And I know when I got into entrepreneurship and over the many years, the freedom in it, but knowing how to continue to be disciplined. And what I'm finding even in entrepreneurs is they think the freedom means I can go do whatever I want to do. How would you speak to that person who's struggling in that area?
I would just say right now, I'm trying to figure out how was I running a business and working a full-time job? I'm so busy. Yeah. I'm booked and busy. So if you are not being strategic and intentional about setting your goals and your intentions for the day, then you're missing a huge opportunity to connect, be successful, attract the clients you want, solve the problems you have been, given the gifts to solve. So I don't think this is a time to rest on your laurels. I think this is an opportunity for you to say, I have the freedom to sort of dictate how I move, but you still must move.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the pandemic has empowered many who may have lost their jobs, but I've noticed there are more new businesses that have started here in Las Vegas due to the pandemic. What would you say to encourage someone today who's finding that their job let them go and they're struggling right through here? What would be a word of advice you would give to someone?
I think initially, if you are in transition, you're in a perfect space. You have a perfect opportunity to define who you want to be and what you want to do. I mean, that is like the best ever, because so often we get thrown into roles or jobs and we just kind of navigate the way they tell us to go. This is you being able to control your own destiny. Yes. Imagine how powerful that is. Let me control. I told him, I just did a post the other day and I wrote down 12 things I've learned so far, even from leaving corporate America. And one of them was, I love being the boss of me, and controlling it, but you got to be connected. You got to have the tribe. So I think it's really just sit down and get clear. Don't focus on the money. Yes, you have to pay the bills, but when you focus on that money, you start hustling backwards. You have to focus on what is it that I'm passionate about doing and how can I serve others? Because once you do that, the reward returns to you.
That's good. Passion and passionate people get things done. What I found out that and I like when you say chasing money, people that chase money, I found out a long time ago, money can run faster than you.
Oh, absolutely.
You'll be forever chasing it, and you can hardly grab the little bit you get, be like, I got to go get it again. Well, if you set up something, what I've learned, and I think this conference, again, is going to be so impactful for so many, is the education piece that comes from the ladies' lounge and the man cave, and when we come together in that combined auditorium, you all pouring into. I don't want to give up too much information about it, but I think what you've shared today has really sparked the interest of many. And
they need to get if you don't have a ticket, get a ticket, because you miss a little, you miss a lot.
There you go.
And I'm a big proponent of you miss 100% of the shots you never take.
You never take. And even if you miss the shot, take it again.
That's right.
Ask Michael Jordan. He's missed more. See, we talk about the greatness of Mike, but if you listen to the story of Mike, he's missed more shots than he's ever taken, that he's ever made, right? And so you just keep going. And so I think this is going to be, as you mentioned, get your ticket. Don't miss the opportunity. Get a ticket and promote a ticket. Sponsor someone to come with you.
Absolutely.
I think ladies, again, the ladies' lounge is going to be phenomenal. The men's cave is going to be great. I'm going to let you go, but I have one more question that I want to ask you. What advice would you give to an inspiring entrepreneur that just started in their journey? What would you give them?
The number one advice I would give is don't go it alone. And by that, you have to get your armor up. You've got to get your tribe. So that means you need to be coached. Get your coaches. You really rarely will your success exceed the level of investment you put into yourself. You must invest in yourself. Get the coaches, get the people that have done what you're trying to do. Right. You know that you're literally become the 5 people that you hang around. So you have got to start changing that course and getting with people that are where you want to be. You want to be a millionaire? Hang out with the millionaires. Get in the room. Pay to get in the room. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. We'll buy everything else, invest in everybody else, and then don't do anything for ourselves. You must invest in yourself. That's what I would say.
We have like passions, because on my radio shows, I'm always telling people, don't you have enough Michael Kors? You spend more money on mic stuff, but you don't invest in yourself. And that's why coming to this conference, I'm warning everyone who's listening today. My guest that just left, he says he gets a lot of phone calls about how to start your business and he says, I don't want another phone call if you hadn't bought a ticket to this event.
I know that's right. Because if you want all the information for free, that means you're not serious. If you ask me, you literally invest at the level of the results you desire to achieve.
There you go. Well, listen, I won't take any more of your afternoon. I certainly appreciate you taking the opportunity to speak with us on today, as well as April 16th, to be a keynote speaker for us. And so we're excited. We're excited about it. And we will share this information. This will be on our YouTube channel, as well as Facebook and so many social media platforms. So we appreciate you, Yolanda. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you again real soon. And may God's best be yours.
Thank you. And we'll see you in Vegas. Yes.
You bet. Take care. All right, Las Vegas. Well, listen, we have had a wonderful show, and we've got yet some more time, and I want to be able to speak to the many of you. You've been listening to the Wealth Mindset Conference promos, and we're interviewing all of our guests every week. We have 4 women and 4 men, the man cave as well as the ladies lounge. We want you there. Do yourself a favor. Invest in yourself. Spend some time and some money getting powerful information from this platform that we're putting together April 16th. You're going to want to be in the building. You're going to want to be in the house. You're going to want to be in the place. You're going to want to be in the space. Listen, the opportunities are going to be phenomenal. The information is going to be A+. And you're going to leave inspired. You're going to leave encouraged and changed. Your mindset will be turned into a wealth mindset. I know you've been trying to do what you do, but you need a mentor. You need someone to walk you through this thing, to teach you how to do what you're trying to do, because someone has already done that. And so if you'll learn how to listen and follow instruction, there's someone willing to give you instruction on how to go to that next dimension, not just another level, another dimension, how to make your life so impactful that it impacts others. And so this Wealth Mindset Conference is so important to us, is that we want to give back to the community. Now, at Deville Realty Group, we're giving back. And how are we doing that? We give back by creating generational wealth through equity. Well, what are you talking about, Deville? I'm talking about real estate. When you own property, when you own real estate, the end of the day, you're creating wealth through equity. So every month you pay that mortgage, you're paying down that principal. So that in 5 years, you owe less than you did when you purchased it. So what's happening right now, if you're renting, the house the principal is going down and you're paying it down every month. You pay that rent. But you're doing it for someone else to achieve the success. So if I can show you what we like to call a strategy and how to build your own wealth portfolio, how to be a wealth builder through real estate, through equity, because you're already doing it. So if I can show you how, if I can give you some proven techniques that have not only worked, but have made many millions. And so this opportunity is available. You've got to be in the building on April 16th. Doors open at 10 a.m. It's a full day event. $149 is the general admission. We do offer a $249 VIP. Now remember, it costs to put on a conference. It costs to bring people to town. It costs to house people. So don't worry about the finances as much as the information and the financial literacy information you'll be learning about is going to be phenomenal. You're going to want to be there and bring a guest. Don't come solo. Tell a few people. Many of you are having tax refunds. You're getting paid between now and then. Set 75 aside and 75 aside on each payday so that you can put that money aside for this conference. You're going to want to be there because the information that is being brought, we just had 2 interviews in one day. Robert Twix Taylor, he said, listen, people are calling me, asking me how to get started in the business and they need a mentor. Robert put it out there. Don't call me if you don't come to the conference. If you haven't bought a ticket to the conference, what it means is you're not willing to invest in yourself. You've got, like Yolanda mentioned, you've got to invest in you. Now, if you want to be in this entrepreneur business and get up when you're done sleeping and set your own time schedule, then it's going to take a commitment. It's going to take an investment. It's going to take time for you to sit in rooms to learn what others have done and what will work best for you. But without information, without knowledge, people perish. A dream without passion and pushing it forward is just a dream, much like Robert stated. You've got to go beyond your dream and make it come to fruition. This Wealth Mindset Conference is going to do nothing short of that. It's going to encourage you, inspire, enlighten. It's going to push you to want to do better. It's going to give you information that you'll hear stories of people that they've started out and they're doing successfully well, but you're going to hear the beginning wasn't always so great. My story alone, listen, some tough times, some of which I brought upon myself, right? For the lack thereof, should I say, of knowledge, not clear on my direction. But I found out when I started getting with people who were doing what I dreamed to do, they began to mentor me and show me how to get that done. So if you're looking for that, this conference will do nothing short of pushing you to your next dimension. 702-787-7559. That's going to be the contact information you want to have. You're going to want to call, get that ticket. It's on Eventbrite, wealthmindsetconference.com website, wealthmindsetconference.com, or you can go to Eventbrite, Wealth Mindset Conference, or if you want to become a vendor and you want to have your business brought forth in this, we want to see your name on a step and repeat. We want to see your banner hanging in the room, right? So this conference is unique in that we're having a men and a women's conference. We're going to start off together, and then at 1:30 we will branch off into the man cave. We'll be there 3 or 4 hours. We'll come back at 5 o'clock, and we'll finish out with our keynote speaker, Dr. Ona Brown. Now, we've got some powerful lineup of guests that you will appreciate the information, as you've heard Yolanda Smith speak them out, as well as Robert Twix Taylor. Just interviewed live this afternoon. We want to be in the room again, April 16th, the Wealth Mindset Conference 2023. We say the Wealth Mindset Conference Las Vegas because we're going to take it around the globe. This is just the start of great things to come. So if you want to be a part of the initial beginning, not a first annual, it is the beginning of great things to come. So 702-787-7559. I'm your host of the Let's Talk Real Estate Show with Greg Deville. I'm your host, Greg Deville. This is what we do. We empower the community with generational wealth, financial literacy. We want you to do better, know more, and go higher. And that's what I want to see you do. But the Wealth Mindset Conference is a great beginning start. So I don't know what my time looks like. Looks like I'm about 2 minutes short. And want to make sure that I get that word out. Now, for those of you who know me as the real estate broker, I want to make sure that you know there's some new grant funding coming out. It's going to be rolling out in mid-April. Now, this program will allow you to get up to $35,000. You will need some skin in the game. Okay, you will need some skin in the game. This program, 640 are the minimum requirements for it. 2 years minimum on the job. It's allowing you to it's going to match your funding. So you will need $7,250 towards this program. They will match you times 4 up to $35,000. Now, that's one of the bigger issues we've been finding when we talk about helping families create wealth through equity. Down payment is many times the factor in deciding if you can purchase a home. Right? Just having the down payment. Now, we're in a market where we're able to negotiate in many cases with closing costs. Homes are selling. I just put a home on the market Thursday, sold it on Friday. Open escrow on Monday. Listen, it's off the market. And we got closing costs, guess what? For the buyer. So sellers are giving back closing costs. It's a great time now to move. People are saying, well, should I wait? You've already waited too long. If you haven't tried to do a pre-approval already, you're waiting too long. You missed the interest rates at 2, 3, 4, and 5%. They're up in 6 and 7s now. You're going to wait till they get to a 9? Well, you may want to make a move now. 787-7559. Don't wait. You've put it off way too long. The spirit of procrastination has held you where you've missed great interest rates. Now, let me say this to those of you that are realtors and you don't have any leads, you don't have any business going. At Deville Realty, we offer lead generations. At Deville Realty, we offer 100% commission splits. So listen, we have things to offer at Deville Realty, transaction fees and no monthly fees. How about that? So if you're looking for a place to hang your license, whether you just got licensed or you've been in the real estate industry, been a realtor for some time, either or. Listen, opportunities are great at Deville Realty Group. I serve as the broker. My wife and I are the owners of Deville Realty. We love what we do, and that's helping families create generational wealth. So as we're putting on through the nonprofit, now any donations that you care to render to this program or to this conference, Wealth Mindset is tax deductible. It is being held under or chartered by For All Families Community Development Corporation. It is a 501c3 nonprofit. So if you want to give, you want to sponsor, say you want to sponsor a table of 10, guess what? Do it. You can get a tax deductible receipt, write that off on your taxes, take the opportunity. Don't miss the opportunity to be a blessing to someone else. Maybe you can't be there, but you hate for someone to miss the information that you already can't, probably be there for work or what have you. You have no more PTO, you've used it all. So send someone else in your stead. Get that information and help somebody get empowered. If you know someone that's endeavoring to be an entrepreneur, guess what? Send them. Pay it forward. If you can't purchase a table, purchase 2 tickets. But listen, we want to see as many men and women in the room at this conference, all right? So look, I'm out of time. The engineer's looking upside my head. She say, you got to get out the chair, Deville. We got some new guests coming in. I've had fun with you today. I've had fun with my guests. Thanks to Yolanda Smith and Robert Taylor for coming through and sharing their portion, or at least a snippet of what they're going to be speaking about in the Wealth Mindset Conference, Las Vegas. So I'll talk to you real soon. Have a great weekend. And don't forget, go to Eventbrite, go to wealthmindset.com, the website, and you'll find all our links are there to get your tickets, sponsor a table, or for more information, contact us directly, 702-787-7559. I've got to go, and I'll talk to you next Thursday right here on Hot 702.5 FM, Thursday at 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. Until I talk to you then, may God's best be yours. Take care.
Jones, hey, Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how